Well, it looks like the Natty King and friends are back at it again. Yeah, the whole gang is here. But I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. And the end is near, so let's drink beer.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast, sponsored by Premium Cabinets. Shout out to John Morgan and family over there. If you're looking to get any cabinet work done or kitchen remodeling, holler at them at 314-499-8800. Hey everybody, welcome back to the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast. What's fucking June 7th? June 7th, Friday, 11:21 a.m. I got Tim Trifoletti here. He is back in town.
Feels good to be back. Feels good.
Oh, it was nice. Nice having a break from you last week.
You know what? What was nice is you calling me, and I'm a fucking idiot. I should have known that I was on the
I told
air.
you fucking over and
Thank
over.
God. You think I'm going to remember that? I'm going to
no.
Chicago to party for a weekend or whatnot?
That wasn't just partying. You were going to an electric dance party.
You're like, hey, what's going on, buddy? I immediately go into the amount of Amish that are in Chicago. And thank God I said nothing but great things about them. They're good people. They are. But here's my thing with this, though, and I'll show you some videos or whatnot. When we left, we're taking the train station, and I'm like, I thought that they couldn't have anything to do with any sort of like modern technology, that it was like horse and carriage and all that. And did you get the video where I recorded? And I'm like, your ancestors would be fucking disgusted with you right now.
They were in the train station, enjoying the air conditioner.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they had phones.
They didn't have phones, but you know what they were looking at to determine?
They were looking at electric screens.
They were looking at one of those right there, an electric clock.
About
and
to get on a climate
just,
controlled train.
Give me the 1950s Amish, not these 2024. You're like borderline, like 90s kids at that
I want
point.
the guy that's fucking takes him 6 months to get across the country.
100%.
6 months to get across the country.
Exactly. Where's Malachi at? He's out actually literally churning butter right now.
No idea.
Not these ones in Chicago. No, they're going to the fucking store buying the Kerrygold and
the guy on the side of the road, but fucking getting almost ran over every time a car passes him. I want that guy.
The guy confused on what's going on. Am I in another planet? So I'm asking these people, hey, do you know where such and such is? And they're just pulling up their phone. They're like, you go around here and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, you posers.
Despicable.
Yeah. Great beards, though. I mean, the beard game on these people, strong.
Well, the good news is you can probably say whatever you want about them because they're not listening to this.
They weren't, but I'll tell you what, they were not. Oh, listening to this? I don't know. Maybe I met some buddies.
Some of the posers are.
Maybe I met some buddies.
The real Amish aren't fucking.
But I did approach some. I was going to be like, hey, man, do you guys mind if I take a picture or whatnot? And then I kind of like judged how they were looking. So I'm like, I told Ven, I'm just going to go stand by him. So the picture that I sent you or the video or whatnot, I'm standing there posing, and they all just kind of like look at me like, we know what you're doing right now. And I'm like, let's get out of here.
Hey, it was worth it, though.
Amish Mafia, last thing that I wanted to cross. So
it was worth it.
Yeah, good times.
So so you went to Chicago. What happened there? How'd it go?
New prayer group that I joined, and we're just spreading the word of the Lord. Little mission work, nothing too nothing too out of the ordinary. Happened to get lost, ended up at this thing called Beyond Wonderland, which happened to be a bunch of house music and people running around, just dancing their asses off. No, but it was a good time. It was really good fun, especially if you're into that. Even if you're not into that type of music, you're going to enjoy yourself.
Did you do the mushroom trips?
I wouldn't say we were tripping. Were mushrooms eaten? Yes, absolutely. There were, but it picks. But on something like that, you really didn't see anybody drinking at all. I mean, they had beer tents and they had shit where you can, but nobody's drinking whatsoever. It's everybody's eating something or they're doing something to kind of heighten the mood a little bit. But dude, it was 2 to 11 on Saturday and Sunday.
That's a long shift.
Non-fucking stop dancing. I mean, it was a good time. It was really good. You'll have to go there with me sometime. I think you'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll be in your element.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
My element's the back patio or a lake.
This is similar. It's got similarities.
Sounds exactly the same.
It was on Lake Michigan, so there's your lake.
There we go.
All right. Yep.
All right. Well, today, I'm glad you made it back okay.
Thank you.
But
thank you.
We did miss you.
I feel grateful for that.
So I want to tell the people what we're doing today. So you've done some. You got this guy for us.
You know what?
Coming
I'm
on here.
scrolling. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm into very interesting people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say interesting, I don't mean I want to hear your rags to riches story about how you've overcome. I was born into a middle class family, and now here's where I'm at. That shit's fucking boring. So I'm scrolling through one day, and I see this guy. Okay. And he's with the Micro Wrestling Federation, okay? He is a little person, okay? And he is the main announcer. He's the hype man, if you will, for this organization.
Oh, fuck.
Dig a little deeper, I find out Discovery Channel has like a docuseries on this whole thing. So it's like a reality TV show on these micro wrestlers. You got to be below 5 feet and blah, blah, blah. And then I kind of jogged my memory. I'm at a bachelor party about 2 years ago, and we end up in, I don't know, like Brooklyn or whatever. Like, we're at a PT's, and we go walking into this strip club. In the middle of the ring, or in the middle of the place, is this giant wrestling ring, and you got all these little people, like, wrestling. And I'm like, what fucking Twilight Zone episode am I in? So the whole time, I'm sitting here watching these guys, and I'm impressed, Like, I was a big wrestling fan growing up. And it dawns on me, they're jumping out of the ring and shit like that. I'm like, that's me jumping off the roof of my house. And these guys are doing it like it's nothing,
That's a good point. Yeah.
So
they're smaller and
so
it's higher.
That stuck with me a little bit. That's my motivation, not David Goggins, but it's the micro wrestler jumping off the roof of his house.
I'm fucking with you.
To make a buck.
Yeah.
So I see this guy, and I reach out to him, and I'm like, hey, dude, big fan. I think we've actually talked together. My buddy and I got this podcast. We want to have interesting people on. Would you be down? He's like, fuck it, let's do it. So,
Ivar the Micro.
Ivar the Micro, yeah. So we're going to be zooming him in.
He's sitting in the waiting room right now. I think we should pull him in.
He's on standby. Let's go.
All right, cool. Let me see if I can figure this motherfucker out. Me and this damn computer.
I will shoot him a text. Okay, we are
launch
jumping in.
Yeah,
that'd
be interesting. The fuck?
Were you a wrestling fan growing up?
No, not really.
Really?
I was until you realize it's completely fake, and then I was just like, I started, I don't know, sort of like
You got to watch yourself. When you say that to a actual wrestler, they get very offended by that, and I get it.
Well, I'm.
It's choreographed, I believe, is the right way to put it.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Ready? Let's get this fucking screen up here. Computers, people fucking.
How many times do people fuck your name? You know how many times people fuck your name that are like fans of yours? They're like, "Hey, you're McMenemy's friend, right?" And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah."
I don't know.
That Bradley.
Hang on.
Bradley McMenemy.
There's my
there's
fucking
your fucking
I didn't
mug.
expect that to happen.
That's quite the Floridian hat you got going on there right now.
How do I wait? Boom.
Should we get somebody smarter in here?
It says joining.
Oh, Jeffrey.
No.
Alfred. Jeffrey. I think you click on him.
I did. It says joining. I hate this.
All right.
We're going to have to
I
edit
just
this
shot him.
thing.
Hey, you got to love live TV.
There we go.
We'll just spitball until he comes on.
Oh.
He's got the camera off.
Wait.
There he is.
We got it. We fucking did it.
You gotta keep in mind, man. We're a couple of fucking meatheads. We don't know how to do this shit.
No idea.
What's going on, brother?
Will they be able to hear him okay?
I think you can. You can hear us all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right on. All right, so everybody, this is Dylan Hiley, a.k.a. Ivar The Micro. And Ivar, do we call you Ivar or do we call you Dylan? Are we getting the persona, the Ivar, or are we getting Dylan? Who are we getting here?
Well, 300 days out of the year, I travel the United States, and this is one of the 300 days. I'm on tour right now, so it's Ivar.
It's Ivar.
Ivar in the house. Anyway, man. So listen, dude. Thanks a lot for being on our show. And again, I was just telling Brandon, kind of, my big thing is like finding people that are interesting. I like interesting stories. I don't like, people that are kind of like contained in a box that are just going to give us the same rhetoric on, again, financial planning and this and that. So I came across you. And I actually met you. I'm almost positive. I was drunk as shit, but about 2 years ago, I was at a buddy's bachelor party at PT's, and I want to say it was in Brooklyn. And I came in, and there's a wrestling ring, bunch of little people in there like wrestling, throwing everybody out and all that. And I'm like, fuck everything else. I got to sit here and watch this. And I ended up talking to somebody. Again, I was pretty wasted. Talking to somebody in the parking lot, and they were kind of going into it. So I think that was you, but I'm not sure. But anyway, thanks for being on.
You're welcome. I bet it might have been me. I'm the guy. I'm the ambassador. I'm the guy that is talking to everybody every show. As far as spreading the word, I'm the voice of micro wrestling.
That's fucking awesome. How'd you get into that?
What?
How'd you get into it?
It's hard to hear you.
Did that cat just talk?
Does your cat talk?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Sasha. Yeah. So how I got into it, I've been a fan my whole life, so I couldn't hold my own head up until I was 5 years old. I didn't walk until I was 15 years old, and I was a wrestling fan. I used to mute the sound and announce just like Tony Schiavone and all those guys. And then 20 years later, I'm working a 9-to-5, 12-hour days, and I'm so miserable. I clocked out early, and I used to give calls to Harley Race at World League Wrestling. His company was an hour away from my house. And then he called me back because they were going on Mizzou TV, where the Mizzou Tigers play football. And then whenever he brought me in, I became the play-by-play guy. It was $50 a month he would give me.
Oh, fuck.
And
Jesus.
that was gas money.
Right. And this was how long ago?
4 years ago. 3.5, 4 years ago.
Damn, so around
there.
So like 2021 then.
I joined about 2016, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
2015.
That's fucking cool. So you just woke up one day and you're like, I can't do this 9 to 5 anymore. I'm just going to go after, I'm just going to pursue my dream and get into this.
Well, that's what I did. But the thing is I was only getting a hot dog and a handshake, and it was no money. I was driving an hour all the way there after my 12-hour day.
Oh, fuck.
And my dad was like, "You're an idiot. What are you doing? You're not getting paid to do any of this. It's coming out of your own pocket." And I was poor anyway. And so I was doing that for a while, not making ends meet. And then fast forward later on, I was at my 9 to 5 at PLS Logistics, moving freight between two companies. And I clocked out early because I saw Micro Wrestling and Jack, and I met him before. And then I called him on a whim, and I left text messages, and I said, "You may not remember who I am, but I need to get out of here." And I can sing, I can announce. I've done it for 10 years. Because I've announced sports for 10 years. I was an announcer at a high school level, the first Illinois sports announcer ever in high school.
No shit.
Damn, no shit.
So what do you do now? Like you're on the road right now. What does your day look like today?
So I'm getting up. I'm going to go drive an hour and a half to Bridgeport, West Virginia. We got it set up as at 5 o'clock. And the show's at 8 o'clock tonight. It's this week's a little rougher than any other week on the road because we just had 2 days off a couple days ago. So now we have 7 straight shows.
Oh shit!
Before our next day off.
So what do you do? What do you do?
6 shows a week. So we at least do 5, and we do 7 at the most.
So then tonight, 5 o'clock, you set up. What are you doing? Like you're announcing. Are you wrestling?
You're the hype man.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the guy that I work the door from the beginning. I work the door the whole time at the beginning. And then I go to the back. I get my clothes changed. I get an Ivar gear. And then we take a raffle photo. And then I start the show by doing a concert in the ring. I do a 3-song concert in the ring. And then I go to announce all the matches from the whole night.
What are you singing? Like what kind of
alternative rock, like Breaking Benjamin. I do some Linkin Park.
Oh fuck, those are my favorite.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's so.
Breaking Benjamin's actually commented on my stuff a couple times.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time, dude. They're up in Pennsylvania. You ever go up there?
Yeah. I haven't been up there, but I've seen Breaking Ben. They're good.
Yeah. When are you what's going on in this ring while you're up there? While you're doing like what is it a full on fucking just mayhem? I mean, what's going on?
It's crazy. When I get in the ring to do my concert, I start the show and you hear the saliva click, click, boom, and you know it's Ivar time. And me and my wife are really, really popular from the TV show. So when I go up there and I'm walking hand in hand with my wife around the ring, people lose their mind, you know. And sometimes when I'm hurting really bad, I do it because I'm hurting really bad, but she carries me into the ring sometimes. And that gets a big reaction from the crowd too.
Hell yeah.
But I do my thing. I go around the ring. I get in the ring, do my concert. And then after that, I sit on the sideline, try to catch my breath. And I call the entire match from all the matches all night.
And how long do those matches last typically? Like go on for hours, like a couple matches at a time, and then...
4 matches, usually with an intermission in the middle. And it's usually 2 hours long.
That's fucking sweet.
Nice.
And the crowd's just fucking nuts in these, right? I mean, how many?
Oh yeah, we get some crowds we get one-off crowds that are like kind of low, lower crowds, for small cities that we do.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times, like we did Bellington, West Virginia last night, like this little town in West Virginia, and it was 250 people. It was elbow to elbow in this building. I mean, it was like, and then your music hits, and she goes, Ivar the Micro, and it's like the crowd's so loud, and as bad as I hurt, and as I walk like I'm 90 years old in the daytime because I put my body through hell.
Yeah.
And when they say Ivar the Micro and those fans erupt, I run, and I that's the only time I can run.
Yeah. So how many people, like what's the most you usually see at these in attendance at these?
What?
How many people are usually in attendance at these besides when it's not a small show, a little show?
Oh, at the least 500.
That's
damn.
awesome.
That's awesome.
At the most, about 2,000, 2,300 at Buffalo, New York.
And I have to assume that you guys have like blown up ever since you got the reality. Talk about the reality show.
Yeah, so ever since Big Little Brawlers and the reality show, things have been skyrocketing for us in many ways. One is merchandise. We all get half our merchandise, and all the merchandise that we sell, obviously, like I said, we get half of it, and it's been flying off the shelves because they're fans of the show, and now it's not just little people running around in front of them. Now it's Hot Rod as seen on Discovery Channel. It's Ivar as seen on Discovery. It's like it puts a backstory behind us to where people are interested. And in wrestling, the whole reason I have a job and doing the announcing is because if you have 2 people doing all these spots and it's a 5-star athletic match and they don't know who the hell's in the ring, they don't care.
Right.
If they don't know who you are and they don't like the character, you can go flip, jump, backflip, whatever. They don't give a damn.
They don't give a shit.
Right.
There has to be a story.
That's a good point.
And how is that as far as like, so really when you think about it, 2-3 years ago, you're doing whatever your 9-to-5 job is, right? Now you got a camera crew basically there. I listened to another interview with you and you said you'll wake up in the morning and they're already filming, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how does that work? Do they just like they get in, they know what time you usually get up and they get in and they set up? Like what if you want to have a little husband-wife time with the with the wife? Do you just say, "Hey boys, go take a smoke break and come back in?" Or like
we do all day filming, and then when we met up at Pigeon Forge at the night filming, he said, "Okay, tomorrow is Ivar and Melissa. Hey, are you guys ready? I'm going to be at your house about 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning." I'm like, okay. Well, that quickly changed at last minute. I'm lucky I got up in time. They called and left a voicemail and stuff, and they said, well, if you are up earlier, if you're moving around earlier, we'll try to get there a little earlier. So we want to shoot other people too.
Right.
So now they're showing up at 8 or 7:30. I'm in my underwear. I'm sitting up in my bed, rubbing the eye boogers out of my eyes. And there's Brian with the camera, like right there, like, boom,
That'd be rough.
Fucking
yeah.
Gotta lock the doors. Gotta lock the door. So what was that show? How long was that show on for?
This is the first year, isn't it?
It's only one season, but I felt like it did really well, and we haven't heard anything back about a new season. But he has called me, Skype called me a few times to get ready in case there's a second season. We're going over ideas and things.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and honestly, dude, and I'm sure you know this with like you're huge on TikTok, but like when I was talking to my wife and kid about who we were going to have on the show or whatnot, I told him, and Vincent, my son, immediately goes, I know exactly who that guy is. When we got to the studio, you know, Jeff, one of the, I guess he'd be a producer, I don't know, Jeff,
you know Jeff?
Yeah, you know Jeff. He's basically like, yeah, I know exactly who that guy is. You know, I watch him, I follow him or whatnot. So, like, how surreal is that? That, like, again, 3 years ago, you're doing your 9 to 5. Now you're this like fucking massive celebrity, doing what you love.
It's crazy. I mean, this is what I wanted. Obviously, this is what I desired, but I never thought that I would actually, like, I wanted this, but I didn't know if I'd actually get there and get to that level, you know. And then, like, when kids are running up to me and they're screaming, and some of them are even, like, crying tears of joy because they've been following me for so long and I'm in their city. And I can't believe it. They're running up to me like I used to run up to my celebrity, like The Rock and, you know, all the wrestlers that I idolized. And I don't even wrestle. That's the crazy thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You know, I do all these things, and I'm one of the top popular ones in this company, and I don't even wrestle. That's a tribute to the fans and how awesome they've been. You know, it's because they know how much passion I have for this, because they know that. And if you watch the show on that episode 6, you know, I took a chance where a paramedic. If I would have taken a bad fall, or if Dom would have kicked me in the head, even clipped the side of my head, I would have been broken. And then we would have had to get an ambulance out there. We'd have to stop the whole show. But my passion, and the fans know how much I love wrestling, and I was willing to break my bones in the ring to try to do this.
How many bones have you broken?
111.
Over
100?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
111, I think.
What was the worst one?
My thigh bone.
Oh shit, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
The femur bone is the biggest bone in your body. I broke it in half, 2 separate pieces.
Grandma broke your ankle when you were a kid, right? See?
Yeah, she still feels bad about it too.
I would hold that shit. I would hold that shit over her head every fucking Christmas. Hey, remember the time you broke my ankle?
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, she was changing my diaper. Yeah.
Oh fuck, broken.
Yeah.
Trying to help.
You've got what is called brittle bone syndrome. Is that correct?
Yeah, like Shriners Hospital, osteogenesis imperfecta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Osteogenesis imperfecta.
I can't say that, but I can't
Fucking
say
easy.
brittle bone
Everybody knows what that
syndrome or
is. It's like the
whatnot,
common cold.
It's OI for short.
So when you decided, hey, I am going to venture into the ring, I'm assuming that's one that you run by the missus first, right? You don't just kind of go, hey, watch this, and all of a sudden you're in the ring. You got to, how's that conversation go?
No, but now that you put it like that would have been a really good story.
I'm sure she doesn't think that.
No, she doesn't. So, yeah, it was only her that I ran it by. It wasn't any of my family or anybody else, because they would have called me stupid and would have tried to talk me out of it every day. So it was only her that I ran it by.
And she supports you and supported you, and that's where you got where you got.
Besides doing it, I was thinking in my head, honestly, I was doing it for me, obviously for my love for wrestling, and it's been my dream since I was 5, and I thought, okay, this is television. It's a big deal. It's my only chance. I thought it was my golden opportunity to do this. And then I felt good. I felt good physically. I felt like I could move quicker. And then also the possibility came into mind when my boss sat me down and said, well, I talked to Cody Hawk, and Cody Hawk said that he could make a match around somebody as disabled as you. And that was the point where I was like, okay, you know, the possibility started creeping in.
Right.
We got real quick. We got our picture person.
I taped up my boots.
Hey, Ivar, real quick, we got our picture person just walked in.
We're going to grab a shot with
she's
you real
behind us.
quick.
You could take a picture. You can smile for the camera.
Perfect.
Thank you. That's all. All right. Oh yeah, I didn't even see the face he was making.
But dude, man, the type of person I am, and like what's appealing with somebody like you is you are in a position of what you're doing, what you love, but you could potentially really fuck yourself up, but you're doing it anyway, as opposed to just kind of staying in the little box that you're supposed to stay in. I'm almost 50 years old. I go rock climbing. I go skydiving. Fuck, dude. I just got back from a weekend rave, with my 21-year-old son. So I love hearing stories where people, you hear your story and somebody's going to go, wait, what? Say that one more time, and you got to explain it to them again. So just super admirable, man, on what you're doing.
You give a lot of people hope that shit can be done, despite anything,
There was a time where this year actually where I was hurting so bad. It was right after the Micro Fest, and the schedule is rough. It is a rough schedule, and I was hurting so bad, and I was so pissed that I was just like about ready to call it. I was just hurting real bad. But then I get in the ring and I tell my story, and when I tell my story, after I get done with, and I busted my butt, dropped 22 pounds so I can rise out of the wheelchair. And I start telling that story. And at the end of the concert, every once in a while, not all the time, but in that moment, when I was giving up on myself in that moment, they all wouldn't let me grab the mic again because they were going, Ivar. And one by one, from left to right, they were standing up. Like by one, after I told that story.
That's awesome.
And it was like, it was awesome.
The fans don't realize how much they give to Ivar.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Because the fans give so much to him.
Yeah, I would have been done a year ago probably with my body.
And you're doing I don't know what the hell was that, right? You're doing
50s hitting,
but you're not yet. But you're also doing like a not a motivational speaker, but you will do cameos, and it's not necessarily about like wrestling and shit like that, but more so just kind of like motivating people to overcome whatever they're like. My buddy here, Brandon's my best friend. Can you please motivate his bitch ass to get into an elevator? Because
I don't like elevators.
The guy will not get into an elevator.
I'll
fix him. Fix him. Let's see what you got.
No, I don't like them. I don't like elevators.
If Ivar The Micro can get in the squared circle every single night, then you can grab a set of balls, and get in that elevator, because dwarfism's not contagious.
See, there you go. So
that.
next time you
That's
don't, I'm gonna play that and go, boop. What? Yeah, what would our buddy say?
I'll take it.
So
cool, brother. Well, hey, thanks for coming on, man. We don't want to take up much of your time, but we appreciate you. And you're on. So for everybody listening, Discovery Channel, Big Little Brawlers. That's where they can see you and your wife. And
HBO Max, Big Little Brawlers is also on Discovery Channel Plus. On demand, HBO Max, like I said.
HBO Max.
Any other platform? Philo. There's also a micro wrestling app you can install, which will keep up with everything micro, as well as a sitcom called The Psychos. And I'm actually in that sitcom as well. I play a biker gang leader called Guatemalan Gary. I slick my hair back and
get the fuck out of here.
This guy's fucking. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Guatemalan Gary's fucking great. Look at that cat.
We ain't waiting on you guys. If you guys aren't going to give us a season 2, we're going to do our own sitcom.
I love that.
Fuck yeah. All right, man. Listen, dude. Tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all that.
Ivar The Micro, Ivar and Melissa on Facebook. You can also find me on TikTok, Ivar The Micro. Ivar The Micro 1, because somebody took my name for some reason on Instagram. And... so you can follow me on there. If you take any photos, videos of me any night, which I love, my fans' interactions, you guys can tag me in those. My shirts are available on microwrestling.com and on the app, and I'll sign them for you. Nothing's impossible from me, the tiniest box on the planet, the voice of Micro Wrestling. Take care.
I fucking love this guy.
There he is. Hey, all right, brother. Hit us up when you're in St. Louis next, man.
Yes, please do. You got us on our text. Text us when you're coming down. See you, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Be good, man.
Well, that guy was fucking cool.
I need that energy. God
Fuck.
damn, that man
Well,
is...
and dude, it's fucking almost 2:00 where he's at right now.
On
He's
the-
that's
on the road,
come down.
just-
That's
yeah.
usually the come down part of the day where you're
No,
just like,
right.
fuck, I'm doing this. That guy's got the fucking
Yeah.
energy.
That is, man.
What did I do here?
Fucking wrestling. He's doing, he's Guatemalan Joe or
Gary.
whatever the hell.
Gary,
Guatemalan
yeah.
Gary. We've got to go check that. We got to go check them out when they come back in town.
That guy was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. You said, hey, we're having a micro wrestling guy on. And
You're like, wait, break that down in English.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said it was.
I did not know what to expect. And, man, that guy was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I like that guy. I like that guy a lot. Ivar The Micro. How do we top that? Where do we go from here?
We got to step it up. We got to step it
how
up
do we-
from here, man.
Where do you go
That's
from- where do you go with that? I
That's
mean,
a big one.
I guess I have to get in an elevator, so that sucks. I have to get
We'll
in
do
an
that
elevator.
today. Come
Where?
up to the office.
I'm
We'll
not
go
going
down to my
Your
office.
fucking office is
It's
so
a-
fucking far
It's
away.
it's a 25-minute drive from here.
That's
maybe 30.
That's committing to an hour in the car.
True.
Okay,
Good point.
there's a home trip.
Hey,
Gotta
we
go
got
back.
Poke Munch. Shout out to Poke Munch.
Oh,
Free plug right
man.
there.
Yeah.
That's yep.
Yeah.
Who Hot. We got Who Hot too, where they cook that shit up.
Are you
but-
going to the office after this?
Yeah, I have to.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't you have a laptop?
I do. I can't work from home though,
Why is
man.
it? You always
I can't
say that.
get
Why
shit.
not?
I can't get shit done at home on Fridays.
You have no
Vincent
children
and
running through the house.
Andrea-
I mean, you got them, but
Yeah, I got Vincent and Andrea at the house, and with my OCD, my ADD, the one where you can't pay attention to shit, ADD. I can't do it. I've got to be
AC/DC.
in a yes,
Yeah.
those guys.
AC/DC.
Yes. Anyway,
Anyways,
so
well, so you decide to fucking drive all the way to the office and shut your. Why don't you just like make a room in your house and
it's
shut the door?
legit 25 minutes.
Whatever, Tim. I'll be on the back patio. You're welcome to
You'll
come there.
tomorrow we might what do you got going on tomorrow?
I never know.
We got a Long Island iced tea party, which you and the wife are actually invited to if you want. It's down in South City, so it's a bit of a drive. Yeah, it's nothing but
Do you
Long
do
Island.
anything around
It's
here?
a shit show. It's an absolute shit show.
Do you do anything in town ever?
Yes, I come to my buddy's house possibly tomorrow and hang out at the pool, get some of that tan. You are glowing, my friend.
Am I?
Yeah, no diddy, but you are fucking glowing right now.
Thank you.
And you've got the orange strap hat, which kind of makes it pop off.
Is
a
it
little
vibrant?
bit more. Yep, it's vibrant.
Okay.
Sean Vincent brought those Florida Rays back from Florida for.
Oh yeah, it was good having him on. We talked a good amount of shit on you, but then also, you probably didn't even listen to the episode, which is.
I did. You guys were talking about fucking 3D meat, and
You saw the caption of what it was called.
I did.
You didn't fucking. That's the title to the episode.
God,
Tim.
dude.
Jesus Christ.
You got me figured out, don't you?
Got you figured out. But no, but then you know what? I said a lot of nice things about you at the end there.
I'm gonna definitely have to rewatch it.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm definitely
That's
gonna
on
have to rewatch it.
Last week's episode. And anybody listening right
buddy,
now,
I
you're
love
not
you.
gonna fucking. You're not gonna. This is the last episode before our 4-year anniversary party next weekend at Frankie Martin's garden.
We're not doing one for. I
They
guess
won't
it
hear
won't
it. It'll-
air.
yeah.
Yeah. So give them the scoop. Give them the details.
Well, I have been for quite some time now. This will be the last time you
Give
have
them
to
the
hear
full
me yap
sand
about it.
volleyball. I didn't know that there was sand volleyball.
Sand
so-
volleyball. I'm gonna post all the fucking sign ups and stuff. So when you listen to this on Wednesday, you can sign up online, and I'll post all that shit. But the sand volleyball. Shit.
Are you playing?
Huh?
Are you playing sand volleyball?
No.
You
no.
should
No,
just to
I
get
have-
away.
I have
You are
absolutely-
going to be fucking swarmed.
I have absolutely no interest whatsoever in even putting my feet in sand.
Okay.
I feel like it's like you can't run.
Says the
You
guy that
can't-
fucking went to. You were in what? Florida for what? 6 weeks during COVID? Or no? Where were you in the Travers at?
Gulf Shores,
Okay.
Alabama.
Never touch the sand.
I don't prefer it.
Ish.
I
Okay.
like to be on a beach bar off to the side with flat concrete because it's like
go with
it's
that.
like you ever have a dream where you're like trying to run away from something
It's the worst.
and you fucking
It's
can't
the worst.
because
or
you're
trying
slow.
to punch them
Yeah.
and there's nothing behind it.
That's literally all
that's
sand
me
is.
that's me in real life.
That is
but
all that sand is. So
I'll go with
I
that.
have no interest in. I don't know. Fucking anyway. No, I'm not playing
Yeah.
sand volleyball. Also, pickleball tournament.
Ah,
Fuck else.
fuck. Vin's gonna be in Miami doing a goddamn yes.
Cornhole too.
Yes.
But also, yeah, it's gonna be good. 4 to 6:30, we're gonna have a karaoke contest, and then 7 to 10, we got Mark Perkins band. 8 food trucks are gonna be there. It's gonna, I think, be our biggest event that we've ever had.
It will, and I plan on saying about talking to you for about 30 seconds.
I'm bringing you up to on the stage with me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be up there a bunch trying to
do a little freestyling, a little battle rap.
We should
little
battle
B-Rabbit.
Yeah,
we can do that. We battle rap, but we can only say flattering shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a great idea. Just compliment the fuck out of each other.
Uh-huh.
That's not a bad idea. But yeah, that so June 15th, Frankie Martin's Garden, Cottleville, 4 to 11 p.m. Kids are welcome, of course. It's just big fucking awesome time.
Reserve tables or just first come, first serve?
I have a pavilion, but then I'm also going to be raffling off a VIP pavilion that fits 20 people with a really good view of the stage. I'm going to be posting about that in the next couple days, and it'll be like a Venmo challenge for the family that we are adopting.
Go into that real quick. Let
little
them know
girl named Haley. Little girl named Haley. She's 4. Her mom Jennifer. They have an older sister. She has an older sister Brooke. But basically, they're just Haley was born kind of really premature. Spent first 8-9 months in the NICU. Yeah, it was just she's just had complications. She's still tube fed. She's 4 years old. Just started talking and stuff and. So we're just gonna help them out.
Right,
we're coming together.
right.
I think we raised several $1,000s yesterday just with a Venmo post that I made, and we're gonna have a lot more other coming together to make it a good time for everybody, and then also help them out.
Yeah, and pause. Side note on that, I was on a text. We were going back and forth like about the drone thing and like the costs and all that, and so for everybody out there, or not everybody, but I know some people are like you've brought this up before. Where they're like, oh, you're taking some of the proceeds and you're doing this. You're basically funding the show with this.
No.
Fuck that. We were on a thing.
No.
The cost for a drone came up. And it was like, tell me what the cost is. I'm paying it out of my own pocket.
Yeah,
all the proceeds go
literally
to the family.
No, I don't. Shit, I'm already a couple $100s into this out of my own pocket, like I am every event.
Right.
Out of paying for the graphic to be made for the flyer. Shit, even simple shit like that.
Which I'll split the drone with you.
No, yeah,
but I get 5 minutes of my own drone footage where it can just follow me around.
For
a
sure.
day.
Yeah, it'd be like But no, I don't. Every single cent, as is with every single one of our events, is directly to the family. So anything that we do extra out of our the drone and shit, that'll be between us.
Yeah,
out of our own pockets. But yeah, it'll be fun, man. Should be a good time.
4 years. 4 years ago, I got off the phone with you, and I was like, "Yeah, buddy, that sounds great." And I got off the phone like, "What the fuck was that?" And here we are. here we are.
Well, it was actually April 4th, 2020, but I don't like cold weather.
Right.
So I like to, if we're gonna do a party, it's gonna be outside.
I like
so we
it.
always do it in June.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be a good time. I don't know how to follow up Ivar the Micro.
I'm telling you. You tell me to go find a guest, I find us a fucking guest. That's my boy now. I'm storing him.
Guy's got me hyped.
Yeah. Whenever I'm down, I'm hitting fucking Ivar up, going, dude, give me the voice.
Ivar the Micro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ginger Valetti, get the fuck out of bed right now. Go jump in that cold tub, you bitch.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all.
That is, you know what though? That is the type of shit like so shout out to Dylan Humphrey. So this dude at Vin and I talk all the time. He's like, what inspires you and shit like that. And it's like, you go to the gym or you do this and it's like, is it the person that's all big, cut, and shredded? No, there's this dude, Dylan. Shout out again, Dylan Humphrey. And he's got, what is it? Cerebral palsy, okay? So, like, he doesn't have the use of, like, one of his arms. And that kid is in there grinding every goddamn day. And it's like, that's the shit that motivates me. The guy at the gym in the wheelchair doing that. Not the guy that, like, bro, I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, but I'm in here grinding, and it's just like, what the fuck is that? Shut up.
The inspirational.
Yeah, exactly.
The inspirational gym selfie about
oh, dude,
dues paid.
Dude.
Dues paid.
10 hours at the office, but no days off. I got to hit this up oh, my God, stop it. But anyway, so, yeah, that shit, very motivating for me.
I don't know how people feel even comfortable doing that shit. I mean, it's cool that you're in the gym. It's cool that you're taking care of yourself.
Neat,
it's cool.
Neat.
But
neat.
The same pose.
Neat.
Every fucking time.
Neat.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, neat.
You know what I'm talking about?
Very neat. What's funny is like when you see them and they try to be discreet about it, like they don't want other people
in
to
the
know.
gym. Yeah.
So they're just kind of like this, and then they do the like
real quick.
That right there, and it's always the same fucking one.
Oh,
That's right here. Like, be a man about it. Like, do one of these.
Just go to the guy, fucking squat, and say, "Hey, can you stop and take a picture of me real quick?"
Excuse me, Thor. Will you do me a favor? Let me see it. No, take another one.
Will you take a picture of me?
I don't like the angle.
Yeah.
So
now that's a gym pic.
you ever walk into like the newer generation? They're just so used to selfies now that there's nothing to hide. It's just a norm. And you walk into the gym and it's like 4 or 5 bros just sitting around a mirror and they're all just taking pictures. And it's like, I can come back, like
this is why
literally a hotel right down the road if you guys just want to go jump over there and do the goddamn thing.
This is why I don't go to club. Oh, that's just wow.
Oh, tacky.
Wow.
Tacky.
Wow.
Tacky. All right, continue.
Jesus. I'm going to be like, no, we're going to be like in
Answer it.
class. Pick it up.
Answer it.
Let's see.
Answer it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What the fuck was I talking about?
We were talking about the
gym.
bros in the bathroom.
That's why I don't go to Club Fitness or fucking any of those places. I go to the Recplex.
There you
go.
go.
You know who I see there at the fucking
Not
rec
bros
center?
taking selfies in the bathroom.
It is old people just trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
They're not trying to fucking jack up. They're just trying to survive.
They're taking a selfie to go, hey, look, Grandpa is still alive. the hip surgery from 75.
Yeah.
It's still holding up.
And the best part about those people, the old people, is you'll go in the locker room. They don't care.
At
it's
all.
completely naked.
Nuts hanging
dick,
out. Yeah, exactly.
Wrinkly ass. And they're just
Yeah, just doing
look
the
you right in the
doing
eyes.
the goddamn thing,
Nothing,
right?
Nothing. I mean, you got to shout out to those fucking guys, man. Those guys are doing it right. They just no shame.
You ever have somebody that come up to you in the locker room and like, because I asked this, my really good friend Tony Green, shout out to Tony. He had a neighbor that I had met over at his house before, right? Hung out with the guy a couple of times, Lake of the Ozarks. I'm at the gym one time changing, go down and I hear Tim, and I look up, just right there in my face, and I'm like, hey man, what's can you get that off my shoulder, dude? Like, play. Oh, you're not a locker room guy or something. Like, I am, but I'm not that. No, like, come on, tuck that thing off.
It's almost like, the jocks are like that. Just being able to do that. They're like, well, I played football. Bro.
Yeah, a little shy, huh?
What's the matter?
Are
you insecure?
Levels to this shit.
You're insecure? No, I'm just not gay.
Yeah.
But nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, get it out of my face. That's all I ask.
I tagged you in I put something on your wall the other day you didn't even acknowledge, which just fucking really
I 100% did. It was
really
the Brokeback Mountain thing, and I 100% did. I posted a picture of my tent.
Oh, that's right.
Which, let's talk about that one.
I apologize.
Let's talk about that one. So, yeah, I decided to go camping by myself, which everybody – and here's what I do. I'll get into things and I just go fucking like 150 miles an hour. So it's like I like camping, right? Mm. Andrea had a night out with her girlfriends. Vin had a date. I'm like, you know what? I want to get out of the house, hang out, gotta fucking write some shit down. I gotta, kind of business plan, stuff like that. I'm gonna go camp. So I go to Quiver River, set up my tent, which I am totally just fucking blowing myself after I got the tent set up. I'm like, get the fire started. I'm ready to go.
You are
man.
Survivalist. Tom Hanks.
It's the night that we had all the tornadoes. So it was like 2 Saturdays ago, I think.
I was in Branson, I think.
I wake up, I feel something pressing on my head, something just going like that on my head. And I'm thinking it's a fucking animal or something like trying to get into my tent and it's pushing the tent down.
No big deal.
It's storming outside. I grab my phone, I turn the light on. I'm not lying, dude. There's this much breathing air, like space, in the tent. Everything else is collapsed. I just start cracking up. It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Like, of course.
And I'm like, fucking of course.
Because the water's holding the fucking tent
100%.
down.
Of course this would happen with me, my first time tent. All right, cool. All I got to do is get out. Bro, fucking the zipper to get, it's down because the whole tent's collapsed. Basically underwater. It's filling up with water. It took me 20 goddamn minutes to find the zipper. Then I get it. And
you're stuck in the tent.
And then it gets stuck on the nylon. So I'm like,
dude,
all right, I'll just rip it.
100%.
Just jam it into the nylon more. So it took me probably about 20 minutes, I would say, to actually get out of the tent. And I just left it there. I just fucking drove home. I did. I literally left. The picture I sent you, that was me the next morning going back to get my tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you went back and got it. Good for you. Good
I
for
tried.
You. Yeah, that would be my fucking nightmare.
It was, dude, it was
You know
so
how I don't like
fun.
elevators?
Yeah. You don't like waking up
I don't like being
fucking
stuck in
collapsed
things.
Tents with filling up with water.
Can't get out?
Yeah. You haven't lived until you've escaped a tent.
Did you at least get some deep thinking done Did you get some?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Get some notes for
We'll
us?
have to go do it sometime. Quiver River, they got a like a beach area. Well, you've probably been there with the kids, right? Yeah, they got like a little
Indian
beach area.
I've been to Indian camp. Maybe. I don't know.
They got a beach area. You got a bunch of woods and shit like that. You can set up. You can camp. You know.
So how do you explain to your wife that you are? Hey, honey, I'm going camping alone.
She knows how I'm wired,
Okay,
and
so-
she knows that if I do one thing and I just do like a little sample of it,
Yeah.
and I like it,
All
all
the
of
way.
a sudden I'm a fucking expert. Right?
See, my wife would have thought, "Oh wow, my husband's got a boyfriend.
He's
He's
thought,
sneaking away to the woods."
would it be more or less suspicious if you and I went to the woods? If you went
That
by
would be-
yourself,
then she-
or if you went with me?
Well, no. If I went with you, she would be like, "Okay, they're gay."
You think that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
Cassie.
Because
we're
you.
not.
It's you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I did hear that on last week's podcast. You guys were bringing up fucking straight men wear no socks. I mean, that's not
you
just
did listen.
That's a
You
European
did-
thing.
you did
See?
listen.
Yeah, you didn't think I listened. I
God.
heard the dress comments or whatnot. But,
Which is fine. You know, a lot of people are gay, which is okay. I mean, nobody's judging you about it. It's just
but dude, seriously, at the end of the day, you got your backyard. That's your like little sanctuary or
Oh, yeah.
whatnot. But you still got some distractions coming in. You're out there in the woods. It's just you, your thoughts,
See,
maybe some mushrooms.
What about-
maybe a little tequila. Who knows?
maybe some
But
fucking bears. Yeah.
no, I don't think there's bears running around in Quiver River State Park or whatnot. But anyway, it's a good time. We ought to try it.
Well, here's the thing, though. If I went, I would be the guy that met the first fucking bear ever in Quiver River.
And what a story that would be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell it. You'd have to tell it for me.
Nah,
I'd
you can outrun a bear.
can't fucking outrun a bear.
You can if you're at fucking Quiver River. Like
Why?
if you're out in if you're DiCaprio in The
what a
Revenant, you're
scene
not
that
outrunning that.
How
but
can you outrun a? How do you outrun a? Yeah, they go like 30 miles an hour, don't they? And they're like 1,500 pounds. Like who the
yeah,
fuck?
but I have
It's like
to.
getting chased by a car.
Yeah, but you can climb. You can't really climb up a tree.
You can't
can
jump in the
run.
water?
There's
No.
cars fucking everywhere, so you could jump into a car. I think the last thing you need to be worried about is a bear in Quiver River. Do they even have bears in Missouri?
Of course.
Is that a dumb question?
Of course they have bears.
I don't know. Have you seen one? Not at a zoo?
You know what? You might be right.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that could be because I haven't seen a bear. I hear about they're here.
Yeah.
And that's like a known fact.
You know
But
who we
the
call
fuck's-
on that one?
Who's pushing that agenda?
You know who we call on that one? The Grays, baby.
Oh, he would
because
know.
he's a big
Yeah.
fucking Bigfoot conspirator, so he would know if there's bears in.
he's
Missouri or not.
he's a Bigfoot conspirator. We're
Yeah.
talking about Bigfoot now, huh?
We need to have him on just for his fucking voice.
Oh yeah.
That guy's got the radio voice of anybody I've ever
He's
met.
always got the energy too, the good
He
energy
does.
going.
He's always in a good mood, that guy.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's always got something nice to say. Happy fucking guy.
Yeah. Have you ever seen any of the videos of, it's typically Hernandez, Andy, taking videos of Vernon, like, sleeping
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's got that sleep
like, waking him
apnea
up,
shit or what.
scaring
oh
him,
my God,
just
some of the funniest fucking
And his
videos
fucking
I've ever
eyes
seen.
are like
He immediately wakes up and has no fucking idea what's going on, but he's at full alert. You know?
he will start talking too.
Love you, Vernon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but okay, I'll try the camping thing sometime with you, but I want to have an exit strategy, like if it gets too weathery, or if a bear climbs in a tent, or if you bust
A bear
out some,
climbs into a tent. I think there's really no self-defense for that. Maybe.
Well, maybe you bust out a bottle of lube, and I realize this is going a little too far.
Hey.
A little too far. I got to get out of here. I need an exit strategy.
It doesn't count if we don't look each other in the eyes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything
Not that
wrong
there's
with
anything
it.
wrong with that. Yeah, damn it.
What else? How we
That's
looking?
it. About an hour.
Nice.
We've done well with
I
ourselves.
think
here.
we've done the Lord's work.
We've done
Anything?
good.
Oh,
We've done
hey,
good.
fucking, we're
We're
heading
really
into
co-
election time, man. We're gonna start seeing. So I'm already starting to see the divide with all my friends on social media.
You have any friends that
And I love
actually are Biden supporters? I don't see them. I don't know what I'm missing.
No.
I don't see them often.
It's not Biden supporters.
It's Trump
but
haters.
it's the anti-Trump.
Yeah.
It's the Trump haters or whatnot. So that's all
I
starting to
see
kind of
that.
like
Yeah.
come out.
I see that.
And I think it's hilarious. What do you think happens with him? I don't think he spends a day in jail.
I don't know.
And I'm
I mean,
totally bipartisan here. I just do not see it happening.
I am worried that somebody's going to kill him.
You think? Great. Now you got us getting fucking looked at.
I would never fucking. Oh no, I would never. I'm worried that something.
Not
like
that
that
there's
would
anything wrong with it. Wait,
no,
no,
wait,
there is something wrong.
Don't
with
edit.
it.
Don't
Yeah,
chop
yeah,
that up. Don't
yeah.
edit that the wrong way. No, I mean, he's got a lot of support.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of support for Biden, to be honest with you. I don't see it. I see a lot of not support for Trump, but
And
you don't see anybody go Biden Harris. I forgot about that Harris fraud.
They're going to let him debate. I cannot believe that they're actually going to let him go out there and do it.
Coincidentally, I think he gets sentenced like 4 days before the debate.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. No, I'm talking about Biden, not Trump.
Yeah, I know.
I can see them. Oh,
well, Trump gets sentenced like 4 or 5 days before the debate. It's almost.
Oh, he would just zoom in like Ivar.
He wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he would totally. Yeah, can you imagine? He zooms in an orange jumpsuit. You know, Joe.
Yeah, he wouldn't give a fuck. He wouldn't miss a beat either. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad you brought up the election.
What a time to be alive.
We're gonna have a lot of shit to talk about.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
It's almost like they're trying so hard to just keep the dude from being able to run. And instead of like telling us why we should vote for their fucking guy.
Well, that's politics now. It's not what
crazy.
I have done. It's what this other guy did, you know?
Yeah. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about
We're going to talk about as much as we want to.
Yeah, it's our
podcast.
shit.
It's our show. Like, nobody tells us what to do.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we can say whatever the hell we want here.
After watching him, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want.
And
I've been muted this entire time.
And you should,
yeah.
pal. You should. You fucking... We've been dialed back.
We have been.
Notice how we immediately after that guy, we went into gayness.
The cuffs are off,
we went
baby.
We went into gayness and the anus. We went to fucking politics. We don't give a shit no more. Thanks, Ivar. Huge shout out to Ivar The Micro for fucking completely transforming this podcast.
Cool.
That's
all right.
Shout out to John Morgan, obviously, Premium Cabinet.
Johnny.
I gotta set a reminder to start mentioning that guy in the beginning.
Are we going to do a show from his? We need to go do a show.
God, did you
show at his showroom, man?
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Lord.
The design studio. Holy shit. I mean, I didn't expect that.
No, at
Premium
all.
Cabinets, by the way. Premium Cabinets, St. Louis. John Morgan. Jesus Christ, that place. He's like, hey, you guys want to have happy hour? We're like, yeah, maybe we'll come by the studio.
Yeah.
And
he sends us a picture of it, and it's like, yeah.
Kegs fucking
no
on
shit.
tap. He's got top shelf liquors everywhere. He's got, Premium Cabinets. I can't even, like, the shit that they really are. And this is, I'm not just saying this because they're a sponsor, but they are the fucking best. And also affordable, too. Like, legit. Like, that's no bullshit. Like, they are. I have sent several people to them, and they're like, damn, this looks too nice. But then... They're like, wow, it's nice, but also I can get it.
Shout out
to Premium Cabinets. Premium Cabinets St. Louis on Facebook. John Morgan and family over there. It's June 15th next weekend, Saturday. Be there or be square.
That's it. Bring your pickleball paddle and step up and get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
I don't fuck around.
Yeah. All right, so June 15th, Frankie Martin's Garden, and I love you. Bye.
Cool.
Huge thank you to our studio sponsor, John Morgan, and the entire Premium Cabinets family for helping make this podcast possible. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you're following the podcast on all platforms so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Don't forget to join the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer Facebook group to make sure you stay prepared for the end of days. Till next time.